in view of all those challenges, CEATINI is doing a lot of targeted research to feed into ongoing policy processes.
Today, legislators on the Committee on Regional Affairs and Conflict Resolution of the East African Legislative Assembly met with officials from Southern and Eastern Africa Trade Information and Negotiations Institute to discuss critical trade, tax, and investment issues affecting the EAC.
The current state of the EAC regional integration really has a number of issues that we need to address.
Southern and Eastern Africa Trade Information and Negotiations Institute officials emphasize the need for tax harmonization and other regional dispute resolution mechanisms in EAC for issues currently deterring trade and investments.
We've been striving to promote tax harmonization, but also when we look at investment, we have struggled with attracting the right investors and attracting investors in strategic sectors.
Would love to see that we have a common framework on debt management.
But also we see that the East African Court of Justice, which is a strong body, should be able to also get support in how they're able to manage, especially issues to do with dispute resolution mechanism. And we also call for the revision of the EAC treaty to be able to adapt to the new and current change in the context, but also aspirations of partner states.
They also fronted the concerns of having the EAC negotiate with European Union as a bloc, discouraging partner states that have pulled away from joint partnership and had independent negotiations made.
Most of these agreements are coming in to divide most of the partner states in trying to actually harmonize in regards to negotiating as a bloc.
In view of the emerging directives and regulations from the European Union, it would be important for the EAC to engage the EU to the end that we promote transformative, equitable, and mutually beneficial trade and investment relations.
The members further discussed the requirement for EALA to come up with women intervention to enable gender mainstreaming, especially in trade and customs.
So the need to undertake gender mainstreaming in the formulation of regional policies cannot be overemphasized. There is need to implement regional interventions that improve women's access to critical business information, including customs regulation, market opportunities, and business development services.
The partners agreed on the need to initiate mechanisms and regulations that enhance trade, investment, and tax policies to address existing challenges and ensure that the East African Community regional integration benefits all citizens.
We agree with you on the issues of NTBs. We're working on that. We agree with you that FTAs are posing a challenge, but unfortunately, FTAs come into play when the community starts to move too slowly. We agree with you on the idea of negotiating as a bloc with the EU. We are proposing the setting up of East African Investment Bank.
Representing the Minister of East African Community Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga, as chief guest, Minister of State for East Africa Community Affairs, Honorable James Magode Ikuya, expressed optimism in the implementation of resolutions from discussions.
We are hoping that what you have been ruminating over, whatever you have been discussing, will get a lot of fruition from your being here, because this is not a place where ideas of integration die, but rather where they get born.
The meeting was one of the various stakeholder engagements East African Legislative Assembly plans to have in a bid to enhance mutual understanding and share commitment to the vision and objectives of the East African community.